Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today guys, I am doing I'm doing the part 2 of Logia versus the Z fighters, and not only less than a day, but my first part is actually getting a lot of views, which is kind of confusing and surprising at the same time, and almost reaching 1,000, not 1,000 subscribers, but 1,000 views, which is like insane to me, because like honestly, I didn't know it was gonna get that many views. So I'm doing part 2 like I promised, and yeah, so we're doing Enel, right? Like the god of the Skypea, or the dude with the god complex within the series. So yeah, we're going like into one of these stronger Logias within the series. Well, in terms of power, of course, but raw power. I mean, now, what is Enel, right? Enel is a Logia, which is pretty much with the power of the Goro Goro no Mi, which literally means lightning, or pretty much the rumble fruit in English, which meaning the sound of thunder, but he is literally a lightning human, which means he can create, control, and turn into lightning at will, and is, according to Nico Robin, is one of the few abilities that is noted to be invincible. Now, okay, so remember in my first video, of course, for people that's returning, Logias cannot be touched by any means necessary. Like, it's literally impossible for you to actually touch this element. It's like punching air for like Caesar Clown in the first video. You can't fucking damage them. It's literally impossible. And not only that, but since Enel is literally lightning itself, that means he is therefore plasma. He's literally a substance that is 10 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Like, come on now. Can't fucking kill something that is plasma. That's just not possible. And for those who actually might say, well, what if a Ki blast is actually hotter? You have to prove it. Prove that a Ki blast is hotter. Prove that a Ki blast or a Kamehameha is hotter than plasma. Because it's energy itself. He's literally living energy. It won't fucking matter. But just prove that their energy is hotter. I just want to hear this bullshit. Because like some people, people will want to use the molecular structure or on molecular level. It's completely bullshit, and you should not listen to them because that's wank. Now, what is the strength of this Logia type? Okay, so since he is able to become lightning itself, he's able to generate, control, and transform into electricity, or lightning is electricity, but still. The user can discharge variable amounts of electricity from their bodies to manipulate as they please, including regulate its voltage from like 200 million volts being the maximum output, which is the range of natural lightning. And even for a Logia, this ability seems outstandishly potent, even given the inherent destructiveness of lightning. And with Nico Robin stating that it's among as many devil fruit existing, being the few to be boasted as invincible. Yeah. Now, like any Logia, the user can physically morph into their element, and as electricity, they are effectively intangible and can let even out most attacks. Stands out evolving from hockey and sea stone phase through them harmlessly, right? Now, enemies that are desiderated from directly striking their user, and with their body or electricity conductive weapon, at least let them to be electrocuted and affording a melee attack advantage. So yeah, he's literally lightning. Like, what can you do against that, right? And by fully becoming electricity, the user can move at lightning speeds, allowing them to zip into and out of sight, crossing large distances nigh instantaneously, and easily dodging most attacks and overtaking any fleet target. Now, on top of that, a user of the Goro Goro no Mi can merge their lightning self in with concussive materials like metals or gold, and to stealthily travel through it. And thanks to their electrical immunity, the user can freely spawn electricity outside their bodies without repercussion, and they can even restart their own heart with electricity that they suffer from cardiac arrest. So if you try to kill him, he just restarts his heart. I mean, come on now. Now, while the Goro Goro no Mi user is a great menace up close, given how the electricity shock and burn can, people on contact, their electrocuting potential is not limited to close ranges, and they can even conjure up vast amount of electricity to launch as a long range attack, striking far off targets as well. These attacks can be shapeless mass of lightning focused on spreading out and directly opposing opposing along with for a path, or make it crash down from above like natural lightning. So yeah, besides lightning itself, they could also produce thunderclaps by superheating the air around them and span at the speed of sound, and therefore negating energy attacks. Yes, negating energy attacks by using thunderclap. Interesting. Now, let's just get into what would fucking happen to the Zoo Fighters. First of all, they all get electrocuted. It's just like, I have never seen anyone being resistant to electricity before. Now, if people say bring up Kid Goku, no, he survived. That's surviving is way different than resisting. Okay, he still got hurt by it. He still got affected by it. Who can say that Goku can't be affected now? Like, it's never been shown. And for people to say, oh, well, at the time he actually survived in lava. First of all, people, he had a key barrier around him. Don't even bother doing that, because without key protection, he cannot survive in lava. It's just no. And for the people that say, oh, what about that time in the anime? He was close to the sun. First of all, he was in a suit. Second of all, he was in the capsule. And third of all, the dude, come on, he's literally blasting it to not get closer to the sun. Like, what the fuck? Dude, do you not know lightning is 10 times hotter than the surface of the sun? And he's only close to the surface of the sun. And he was like, oh shit. You could see the resistance in his face, like how hot it is. Lightning is 10 times fucking hotter than that. Don't even bother doing that, because that's the only feat you only see from a star. And for people that says, well, he could take universal attacks, therefore it won't hurt him. No, first of all, no. Destructive capacity is way different than attack potency. That's only attack potency, not destructive capacity. Stop saying some stupid shit like that, because we don't see Goku actually blowing up a fucking star with his damn Kamehameha. Or we just see him, or you only know that he could blow up the planet, not destroy the entire universe or anything like that. Yes, it's been stated in the data books that he can destroy the universe, but can he though? Like, think about that. Can he by himself? No. Anyway, so let's just take for people that don't think that, oh well, he still can't hurt him with his lightning attacks. Fine, you know what? Fine. Let's just say that, right? Even though it didn't work on Luffy because electricity cannot be conductive when in the rubber. So what makes you think that it would not work on them? Like, come on. Like, there's electricity going through their bodies, and you saying it won't work on them? That's stupid. Like, come on, that's stupid. saying like lightning won't work on them. Yeah, sure, they can resist it, but that doesn't mean they're completely immune to it. If you even argue that, they're not immune to lightning. It still can fucking affect them. Don't do that. Alright, don't do that. They still can be affected by lightning. Now, sure, all the Z fighters get fucking bodied. Piccolo bodied. Krillin bodied. All the rest of the Z fighters bodied. Now, if people actually bring up, what about entry 18 and 30? All of them. Come on now. What can they do? Because honestly, if you even argue that okay, they can't harm him, what makes you think they can actually harm lightning itself? They can't harm lightning. That is impossible. It's a substance that's fucking 10 times hotter than the surface of the sun. No. Just fucking no. It's not possible, no. And if you argue like, well, if they bloodlusted, they'll blow up the planet. First of all, if they blow up the planet, that won't do shit to Enel, because Enel can actually survive in space. So what the fuck do you prove? Nothing. The dude can survive in space. It's nothing you can do. Just stop, okay? There is no argument that says that they can actually hurt Enel. They can't. And to even top all of this off, he can even use electromagnetism. Electromagnetism. He can mold things like gold, or manipulate gold or metal or stuff like that. He has electromagnetism. Like, come on, that's OP. And plus, if you say, oh, what about they blast key attacks on like key blast and stuff like a Kamehameha, if they blast a key blast at him, he can negate it with a thunderclap by making the air expand at the speed of sound. And not only that, but Enel literally has relativistic attacks. Like, come on, he can literally just do a return stroke, which is pretty much at the speed of light, or like a third at the speed of light, if I remember. I'm not sure, but the dude, he's relativistic. At least he could arguably be faster if you use like video games and stuff like that, or different other sources. The dude is like faster than light, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do continuity here, do the continuity, and he literally is relativistic. Just say relativistic or sub-relativistic. Either or, doesn't matter. But that's not the only thing he can do here, right? Because pretty much he can use the ability to read electromagnetic waves from afar to make his sphere of perception span the entire country. A country-size fucking wave, right? He can sense the entire country. That's a country-size sensing right there. Mantra. High-level mantra. But he's actually combining his double fruit with his observation haki, what makes it greater in range. And he can actually hear people, what they're saying. He can literally know the location where you are, as long as you're in his range. He can know your actions. And he just know what your conversations. Like, it's literally it. He can know that. So what makes you think they actually won't get a hit in? Because even you say, oh, the speed blitz, he can literally read electromagnetic waves. Seriously? Now, if you actually look up how fast our electromagnetic waves travel, they're literally pretty much a disturbance, or like electromagnetic radiation, which is electric and magnetic disturbance traveling through space at the speed of light. So he can literally sense at the speed of light. In fact, it won't even matter. Actually, if you can actually argue that pretty much with observation haki, he can know exactly what you're gonna do beforehand. Like, he literally knows beforehand. Observation haki allows you to read things beforehand. And the reason why you can say Luffy was actually, oh, why did Luffy speed blitz him or attack him if he's that fast? Obviously, he has a god complex, if y'all didn't know, Enel has literally a God complex, and he didn't know that he can bypass his intangibility because he's made out of rubber, right? He didn't know that. In fact, he still had that big ego, and we see Enel actually avoid his attacks too. So it's not like he can't read them. It's just that pretty much the dude has a God complex. Like, what? Like, he has a God complex. If he was 100% serious, then Luffy would have absolutely no chance to touch this dude. Now, for people that are going to say, what about Super Saiyan 2? It has like electricity on it. Okay, has it ever been used against anything? No? Oh, okay. And it was like, oh, well, he could protect himself because with the electricity from Super Saiyan 2. Nope. No. Listen, if you even bother try to find a way for them to actually do bypass their intangibility or anything to avoid their attacks, it won't work, because Nami, she used her climb attack to deflect the Goro Goro no Mi's attacks, and she even notes that she's unable to do so against higher voltage of electricity, right? That means Enel has higher levels of voltage of electricity. We don't even know what kind of electricity fucking Super Saiyan 2 even uses. Maybe it's bioelectrical. If it's bioelectrical, then Enel amplifies that to harm them. Like, come on. There's nothing you can do here. And honestly, people, I don't even know why I even doing videos like these, right? Z Fighters had no way of harming them. And what about the evil containment wave? Evil containment wave? Okay, first of all, well, that's a good point. They can steal away the Logias to do evil containment wave, but they need a special item and the special seal in order to do it. And you think they will do that automatically? No. You think they'll go get that automatically? No. Just no. Anyway, people, at the end of the day, as this fight goes, the Z Fighters will try to fight Enel. Enel over here being cocky and threatens to blow up the entire city with his his lightning ball or whatever it was fucking called, his electrical discharge. And honestly, what can you do against that, right? What can you do? There's nothing you can do against that. In fact, his lightning is just like, if he goes in his final form, he's at the highest like lightning. He's literally lightning. What can you do against that? Absolutely nothing. Like they could just fight lightning and they could just get electrocuted. In fact, one second. So according to my research here, Fusamasu performs a pose which fires a powerful purple bolt of lightning from either his barrier of lights or wall of lights. The lightning bolts were so powerful that it knocked out both Goku and Vegeta out of their super blue forms in one blast. One blast. It's literally lightning. Now, if you say, well, obviously the lightning bolts are more powerful than Enel's. First of all, no. If the lightning bolts even touch Enel, it would not affect him, because he's literally lightning and he has immunity to lightning. For a second, if you even bother using those stupid fucking, it won't affect. No. These are lightning bolts, not special lightning bolts. These are lightning bolts. It can literally affect them if it's powerful enough. Lightning is literally 10 times higher than the surface of the sun. It's lightning, people. If it knocks them out, you better believe Enel will knock them out. And for people to say, oh well, he'll avoid them. If they avoid them, then why the fuck then Goku and Vegeta get knocked out of the blue forms? Obviously, their reaction speed was not that fast. So at the end of the day, people, Enel would fucking one shot all the Z Fighters with his lightning attacks. Sure, they're going to be avoiding them because they faster than light or whatever. But honestly, what can they do? They're going to run out of energy, right? They're going to get tired because they actually can't do nothing against Enel. They can't harm him. They can't do nothing. Nothing. They even try to punch him. He'll just electrocute them. Just like doing that. He'll just electrocute them that way. And they fucking destroyed. They can't even touch him. They can't catch him off guard because he's have observation hockey. He literally can detect things at the speed of light. In fact, he can do that even faster. Even though he's lightning, he can react faster. What the fuck are they gonna do? Nothing. So anyway, people, that would be the end of the video. Maybe go let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. And yes, I will see you guys next time. Peace.